Does an entrepreneur want to make a lot of money because they are egotistical? This can get very confusing. Like money. Is money self-centered? Is money evil? How can I serve the world and make the world a better place if I'm all about earning money and becoming wealthy? And these are all very valid questions that are going to give you an underlying context for why you're even in business, for why you're even trying to create and live a life that you love. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking this down and enabling you to become empowered around your commitment to money and your commitment to creating and living your dream lifestyle. And once you have this, you'll have a whole new level of power and focus to move forward in all of your missions. If this is of interest, then stay tuned. I am Dan Warburton, a transformational coach who's known for having enabled thousands of entrepreneurs and business owners to succeed in extraordinary ways. I've also got web spaces full of testimonials backing this up, and I'm often invited to speak to audiences of thousands around the world about what transformation makes possible. I now get to live an extraordinary lifestyle, and I want you to be able to experience the same. Does an entrepreneur want to make a lot of money because they are egotistical? And actually, the answer is maybe yes, and also maybe no. You see, if an entrepreneur, a business owner, or committed professional is into taking actions where the actions are designed to elevate the quality of other people's lives and to make other people's lives better, then quite often those individuals find themselves with boundless amounts of inspiration and energy every day to keep going to create those results. You see, there's a strange phenomena that seems to go on, that on the other hand, if an entrepreneur, business owner, or committed professional is into taking actions that are primarily to enable them to become wealthy, above all and everything, then what happens is they start to chase money. And in the means that they've discovered as the exchange for becoming wealthy, like in delivering the product or a service, they start to cut corners on delivering the product or service to try and maximize their profits. And in doing so, what happens is they end up giving out like an exchange where they're giving out as little as they absolutely can to gain as much as they can in return. So what happens is they overpromise and underdeliver. And in the long run, the success of such an entrepreneur, business owner, or committed professional doesn't lead very much. They don't end up accomplishing much that has longevity. They don't end up creating a legacy, and they don't become recognized for anything. And those entrepreneurs, business owners, and committed professionals that go into business completely committed for their own self-centered, egotistical kind of reasons actually end up living lives that are unfulfilling. They end up becoming lonely. The money that they've earned, though it might enable them to buy things and to get a nice car and a nice house, what happens is before long their life ends up becoming very empty of meaning. And as they become obsessed with fulfilling their own egotistical needs and their own egotistical desires, what actually happens is their own egotistical desires and needs become louder and louder and louder. And it's just like a fire. You could call it the egoic fire. The more you feed it stuff to burn, and by serving it, by giving it what it wants, the more it gets bigger, the more it becomes dominating, the more it controls the individual. And then the more exhausting it becomes for the individual to have to maintain serving and keep doing more for it or myself, itself, the egoic self. Like, oh, now I need more money, now I need another car, now I need a second wife, now I need, all these things to be able to quench the never-ending thirst of the egoic side. And it can end up becoming a very, very painful and lonely experience over time. So what's the solution? Well, the solution is to become focused on not self, not me, not I, but to become focused on the serving of others. And in doing that, what happens is we become very much service focused. We become very much focused in the needs of others. We become focused in, how can I make this other human being's life better? How can I make this human being experience a elevation in the quality of their life, either through a product or either through a service. And in delivering of that product or service, through being of service, leaves people really touched. It leaves people feeling like, wow, this is a really beautiful product, this is a beautiful item, I'm enjoying this, it makes my life better. If it's a service, and especially if, like me, you're committed to becoming a coach, to sitting one-on-one with people, and to enabling people to have breakthroughs in the way they view themselves in the world, so that then they can free themselves of the past, access completely new ways of thinking and being, and thus in the process take new actions that has them create and live a new lifestyle that has a greater elevation of quality and fulfillment and feeling good, then we start to become acknowledged for it. We start to become renowned for it. And in the process, we have more opportunities, we start to become in demand, but we start to also wake up every day and go to bed every day with a deep feeling of purpose, with a deep feeling of serving. And that is very, very rewarding. Very rewarding. Because we get people starting to thank us and acknowledge us for how great their lives are. We start to feel like, or I certainly start to feel like, I belong here. I need here. I'm needed here. My phone rings. I have people that are relying on me to help them navigate themselves out of challenge, out of situations, and to break through into inspirational new results, into new levels of health and, and all these things. And it's just like, wow, that is the most fulfilling thing. So, does an entrepreneur or business owner chase money because they're egotistical? Could be, maybe yes, but also it could actually be no, because that money, when money is used with kindness, when money is used with love, when money is used with consciousness, that money can just be reinvested back into the business that it was originally designed to elevate people's lives, and then to ever do and deliver those services that have that impact on those people's lives in a way that's even better, even better, even better. And so it just spirals and gets bigger and bigger and more wonderful and more fulfilling. Wonderful, right? So the reason for you being in business is actually crucial to two things in business. One, the quality and the satisfaction that you feel through being in business. But secondly, how wealthy you become and how sustainable what you do is. Because if you're doing things purely to fulfill your own needs, your own gratification, then what happens is you end up on this merry-go-round of chasing and looking for. And then that will just leave you unfulfilled. It will leave you forever chasing and thus exhausted. And when you're exhausted, you just feel like, oh, but I'm going back to the job that I don't enjoy. I'm selling a product I'm not into. I'm delivering a service. And I'm just doing what I'm doing purely for money. And that never leads to anything fulfilling or satisfying. It never does. It doesn't. I don't care what anybody says. When you wake up every day and you just do what you're doing purely for money's sake, for more money, to buy things that's going to give you some kind of gratitude, you get a fleeting high and it just doesn't last. But if you are in business to genuinely impact the lives of others and to become wealthy only as a byproduct of impacting the lives of others in a way that makes their lives better, to elevate humanity, then that is going to give you this lightness, this gentleness to stay in action, to be committed consistently day in, day out, and to take those actions that's really going to make the difference in both deepening the quality of your life and ever creating a better life for all those people that you deliver your product or service to. So, if you got something from this video, if you got any kind of an idea or an inspiration or something that's moved you, then do subscribe to my channel. because subscribing to my channel is going to enable you to be consistently in touch with the empowering thoughts and insights like this that's going to make all the difference to the quality of your life and enable you to truly succeed in creating and living your dream lifestyle. And remember, whatever you do, dream the dream, choose the dream, live the dream. Cheers.